Hello and welcome to WDW Opinion Live. Today I will be sharing the latest news stories from Walt Disney World, giving you my thoughts and opinions on them, and then be discussing what it means for the parks. And then I'm going to turn it over to you to get your thoughts and opinions on them. My name is Conor Brown, and I am a lifelong Disney and Disney World fan. I've been traveling to the parks for over 20 years. I'm also a former Disney World cast member, so I know what it takes to make the magic. Listen, my passion is simple. It's to help you have the best possible Disney World vacation by planning for and daydreaming about that next trip. As founder of WDW Opinion, I bring you a blog, podcast, and these Facebook live streams so that I can share my Disney World knowledge with you. I just want to say thank you so very much for joining us tonight. This is my very first Facebook Live. I'm a little nervous. I'm very excited. Got a nice fresh haircut for you all. I hope this goes as well as I'm planning. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. But thank you again for joining me. For those of you who are in the live chat right now, say hello. Let us know where you're from. We want to grow this community. The more you comment, the bigger we can get. And also share this episode with a friend. Invite someone to join. As we're going through these news stories, I ask that you give your thoughts and opinions so that I can hear them, I can voice them, I can read them, or what you're saying. But also, if you see another commenter who you agree with, go ahead, like that comment on that comment, tell them you agree with them. This helps us build the community, and this is the heart of WDW Opinion Community after all. So I'm seeing Shane, how you doing? He's coming all the way from New Hampshire. Thank you very much. I bet you it's pretty cold there. Here in DC, it's pretty nipply. Gotta be honest, snow's coming. Not looking forward to it. Much rather would be in Florida. I think most of us would, right? Shane, thank you so very much for tuning in here tonight. All right, everyone, keep commenting in there. I'll read some more as we go throughout the stories, but today's first news story revolves around a Epcot festival. The 2019 Festival of the Arts, the International Festival of the Arts. The passport for it was just released. The Festival of the Arts is the ultimate experience celebrating the visual, culinary, and performing arts. It's only been around for a few years, but I gotta say it's become one of the best Epcot festivals. The passport is your guide to all of the magic associated with this unique festival. This year's event lasts from January 18th through February 25th, and there you can discover unique artists, their techniques, and even purchase their pieces at 25 festival marketplaces around World Showcase. You can feast on dishes that will dazzle the senses, and from 15 unique locations. And the real cool part is the Disney on Broadway concert series that takes place nightly in the American Gardens Theater. That showcases world-renowned Broadway entertainers singing some classic Disney theatrical songs. So people like, I think Mufasa from The Lion King on Broadway, he's going to be there. Ursula from The Little Mermaid on Broadway, they're going to be there. They do nightly concerts where they sing those songs. It's very cool, and it just is another unique element to this festival. So those are the three biggest elements: the food, the artists, as well as the musicians that are coming. And I'll be honest with you, Epcot is in a constant festival mentality, it seems like. If you have food and wine, or you have flower and garden, food and wine in the fall, flower and garden in the spring, they are sort of mingling together. There's a lot of overlap, it seems, with them in the food. A lot of the same concert bands come with those acts. Festival of the Arts seems to be the most unique out of those three festivals. It brings some really bold flavors in food. It presents the food in a new and untraditional kind of way. And then those Broadway singers are really, really spectacular. A true treat when you're down there. And this also plays into the Epcot edutainment idea. When Epcot was first created, it was created to entertain people, but also educate people. Put them together, you get edutainment. They have things like festival workshops where you're able to learn how to paint, things like that, get an artist inside take on it. So that's where you're able to learn, but you're able to have fun while you're doing it. A couple other points. They have cool, artful photo ops where you are placed in some of history's most iconic photos and pictures and paintings. Really cool photo op, especially for Instagram. They also have a gigantic paint by number mural. So you paint a little card, you find where your number is, you stick it up, and eventually it becomes a full scale painting. Last year, I can't remember what it was. I know there was George Washington crossing the Delaware, but even when you go in the morning, it's blank for the most part. Towards the end of the night, it's completely different. It's almost complete. It's very cool to kind of experience throughout your day, see how it's building, things like that. So the food still plays a huge part in this festival, like it does in Food and Wine and Flower and Garden. And the food stalls also play off the countries that they're at in World Showcase. So you're going to get flavors of Morocco in Morocco, flavors of France in France, but it's going to be presented in a unique and new way. That's very, very cool. So what do you guys think of these festivals at Epcot? What do you think of the Festival of the Arts? Is this something you're going to go to? Have you been before? What are your thoughts on that? We've got a couple other people in here. We got, oh, there he is, Mr. Henry Molsky, co-host of the incomparable WDW Opinion podcast, saying hello to Shane for us. Thanks so much for that, Henry. We also have a very special person to me. Oh, there she is. There's my mom, and she's heading to WDW, to Disney World in a month. Very jealous of my mom for doing that. Who else do we have tonight? We have, good friend of the pod, great friend of the podcast, Austin Lee, our chief film critic. He's joining us here on Facebook Live. Thank you so very much, everyone, for being here. I'll keep reading your comments every once in a while, but let's get into the next news story. How does that sound? News story number 2 for the night is a new character experience is coming to Animal Kingdom. That's right, Kevin from Up is making his way to the theme park. So I'm going to read right from the Disney Parks blog. Kevin, you might remember her, that's right, Kevin is a her, from the Disney film Up, appears to be migrating from Paradise Falls, and she's headed in the direction of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Experts say Kevin will arrive at the park sometimes next month. So in February, senior wilderness explorer Russell and his furry friend Doug are also currently at Disney's Animal Kingdom, greeting guests and discovering various species of birds from around the world. And you can visit them daily on Discovery Island and catch their show at the Anandapur Theater in Asia in Animal Kingdom. I'm excited to see Kevin roaming around. There was a comment on the blog, on the Disney Parks blog, that was saying, where will Kevin be? Where can we meet her? And the Disney responded by saying, Kevin is a wild animal. She's a wild bird, so expect her to be all over the place. I think that's very cool because in my mind, I have this big ostrich-like bird kind of like roaming around the park, not being stationary for too long. I think that's very cool. In Animal Kingdom, they have another character meet and greet like that, Divine. She is a lady that kind of blends in with the ivy. It's very, very interesting, very cool to see. I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those character experiences as well. And it's interesting because just last year, the Flights of Wonder show in Asia at Animal Kingdom actually got an overlay, a new theming to Up a Great Bird Adventure. It stars Doug and Russell from that film, but people were upset because one of the main characters, Kevin, is a bird, and it's a show about birds, but she was nowhere to be found. I think this is Disney saying, hey, we hear you, we understand that, we're bringing you Kevin. People want more Kevin. Kevin will be there. Kevin can wait. This Kevin, however, cannot wait. Kevin will be coming to Animal Kingdom later next month. So let's move on to story number 3. This is a big one for all you Disney Parks fans who don't live in Florida but want to bring some of the magic home with you each and every day. Disney World is coming to your local grocery store. In honor of Mickey's 90th birthday, you can find Mickey premium ice cream bars in supermarkets throughout the country. This is a story that blew up on the social medias today. and rightfully so. I love this because it means bringing a piece of Disney World. Whenever you're picking up groceries, you can sit on your couch, you can enjoy a Mickey Premium ice cream bar. And that's just one of those iconic Disney parks dishes that you'll be able to experience for a limited time, but in the convenience of your own home. I know when I leave a Disney World vacation, I always got to buy a big bag of Mickey pretzels, Mickey snack pretzels, just so that I can make them last while I'm home, just so I can continue that Disney tradition, even from the comfort of my own couch. So this is a very cool experience Disney has offered. When you're in the parks, let me ask you, do you prefer a Mickey Premium ice cream bar, or do you prefer a Mickey ice cream cookie sandwich? I know where I stand. It's the cookie sandwich. I also know that's right, I know where my mom stands. Die hard. Mickey ice cream bar. She's going to be stockpiling the fridge for sure, and they're going to be a tasty treat to enjoy. Shane's saying he's excited to see Kevin when he's going to be there. Hey, snap a pic, Shane, when you meet Kevin. Shoot it on over to us. We'll post it on our Facebook page. How's that sound? That sounds good to you? Oh, what else we got? Oh, peacock at the zoo. That's right, Hank. I don't believe Kevin is a peacock. Someone can spot check me on that, but he is some wild, gigantic bird that is making his way to the zoo. But remember, Animal Kingdom, Hank. Not to zoo. Not to zoo. All right, so that wraps it up for our news stories of the week. But I wanted to share a couple pieces of content we got over on the blog on WDW Opinion. The first one is our podcast. So this week's episode of WDW Opinion Podcast, in it we gave a rundown first on the new free dining plan that Disney is offering. Basically, to sum it up, you have to purchase a 5-night, 6-day package with Park Hopper or Park Hopper Plus option in order to get free dining. There's a certain number of hotels that are available, mostly moderates and values. You only get the quick service dining plan, and then the deluxes you get the regular dining plan. I'm just going to sum it up a little. Basically, what it's about is you have to determine if a 5-night, 6-day vacation with that park hopper staying at a Disney resort is in your budget. If it is, then you got to definitely go for this plan. But if you're looking for a 3-night stay maybe, and you're thinking, well, maybe I can tack 2 extra days on, well, you got to tack 2 extra days on of tickets, of staying in the hotel, and then you get the dining plan. So it's definitely going to be a cost-benefit analysis. Crunch the numbers, because don't be blinded by the word free, as Hank, my co-host, said in this week's episode. It can be very beneficial, but only if you would be taking that advantage of that if you were paying out of pocket, basically. So that's a big thing that Disney is offering, and typically they offer this deal in the fall, sort of downtime when it's not really picking up, things like that. But now they're offering it in peak summer season, July 5th actually, through the end of September. And you got to think, well, why is Disney doing this? Summer always seems to be very, very crowded, and it is. Kids are out of school, people are going on vacation. The last few summers, attendance has been dwindling in that season. Reason being, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Disney thinks so many people aren't going to the parks because they're waiting. They're holding their cards to themselves, right? They are expecting to go when Star Wars opens, and they're holding off until then. This deal was kind of out of nowhere. They didn't think it was going to come, but Disney surprised everyone, and it's very telling. I think they really think they're going to be seeing some low numbers. So last year I wrote an article about how last summer might be the best summer if you have to go during summer to Disney World. Well, it's looking like this summer is going to be pretty good too. If you're looking for a dining plan, that's that. Lower crowds maybe. It's still going to be hotter than the face of the sun, but that's Florida for you. So keep all those things in mind if you're looking to book this deal. In the podcast episode this week, we also discussed what we're looking forward to most in 2019 when it comes to Disney movies and Walt Disney World. For me, Disney movies wise, Avengers Endgame. right? The Marvel Cinematic Universe is coming to a close. We don't know where they're going. We don't know what superheroes we're going to see in the future. This is going to be an absolute blockbuster. It'll probably break the world record for box office money brought in. It's going to be very cool. For me, I'm also looking forward to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, this is an attraction that's taking over the Great Movie Ride location in Hollywood Studios. People were upset about that attraction closing, but this new one, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, is expected to be cutting edge, revolutionary. They're calling it 2.5D, which basically means it's going to be 3D like, but without having to wear glasses. That's going to be a lot of fun. And it's the first ever theme park ride starring Mickey Mouse as the main character. You got to think, wow, they've been going at it for over 60 years. There hasn't been an attraction themed to Mickey Mouse. Well, that's finally going to end come fall. I'm very excited for this ride. I think it's going to be very unique, and it's going to be a welcomed addition in the fall when it comes. But of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Galaxy's Edge is opening this year. They're saying fall, quote unquote, fall of 2019. Remember, fall is anywhere up until December 22nd. We're thinking it's going to be in the later part of fall, towards the holidays, things like that. This is going to be absolutely massive. We've heard some new details. WDW Opinion has heard some new details. We're going to share it in an upcoming podcast episode with you. So be sure to subscribe and check out our 2019 things we're looking forward to. You can search WDW Opinion wherever you listen to podcasts, or head over to the blog, wdwopinion.com/episode 24. You'll be able to find out more info on the podcast there. Sue Brown, she gets it right there. Free food means bigger crowds. That's what Disney's hoping. They're hoping to bring in more people with the free food offer, but time will tell. Now, the last thing I want to talk about tonight was our top article, our top blog post, I should say, from 2019 in the at WDW Opinion. And it's all about how to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, one of the most popular attractions in Disney World, with little to no wait. Now, a little bit of backstory about me. If you didn't know, I'm a former cast member who actually worked at that ride at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train a couple years back. In this article, there are some unknown tips that you might not have heard of before, but there are also some overlooked tips. Things like rope drop. You don't want to get up early in the morning on your vacation. I get that. But I think it's crucial if you want to ride these certain rides. But there's a couple other unique tips in there as well. And these tips can really be used on any e-ticket attraction that you're looking to ride. They're really cool. They're awesome. Head over to wdwopinion.com to check out that as well. All right, let's check out what else we got here today. Some other comments. Oh, Anne-Marie Brown, another Brown. Kevin is a mystical creature. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you very much for Wikipedia. And this is the mystical creature that Carl's longtime idol has been searching for the entirety of his career. Well, his longtime idol, he is no longer with us. He's a bit of a jerk, from what I've been led to believe from the film. If he just waited a couple extra years, he could have popped over to Orlando, head into the park, maybe grabbed a churro on his way to meet Kevin. He's bouncing all around there come next month. So that ain't bad at all. Jerica Singleton, welcome to the show. Welcome. Thank you very much for showing us Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I think it's going to be revolutionary. So many people are looking forward to it for sure. And then we also got Austin here. He's sad for his ride to leave, even though if you ask him what the actual title of that former movie ride was, he won't be able to tell you the actual name. But he's very, very excited for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, the trailer dropped for the land, a new trailer on Christmas during the Disney Parks Christmas parade. That was very cool to see. They got some incredible things coming. Can't wait for that. Stay tuned. I'd be remiss if I didn't say hello to Erin. Hi, Erin. Great friend of the podcast as well. One of our top episodes she was a guest on. It was all about visiting all 4 Disney World parks in one day. Nice to see you, Erin, as always. Let's see some other comments in here. Oh, there we go. Jeff, I like to tell Austin, thank you very much for watching the show. We got a big family in here today, a big WDW Opinion family. And yep, there you go. Austin still doesn't know the actual name of the ride. Well, doesn't matter because it's gone. All you need to remember, Austin, is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for me this evening. I want to thank you again for tuning in to my very first Facebook Live. It's been pretty awesome. It's been a lot of fun seeing you guys, engaging with you guys. Head over to WDWopinion.com for all of our latest content. In between these episodes, you can check out our blog, our podcast, our photos on Instagram. We are at WDW Opinion. Those are getting a lot of likes lately as well. And I know that the beginning of the year is a time when people start to plan their next Disney trip. So I'm going to do you a favor. If you go over to the website, you sign up for our newsletter, I'll send you a complimentary free Disney trip planning checklist. This is going to help you plan out your vacation. All you have to do is sign up for the newsletter. Bonus of that is I'll email you each week the latest content from WDW Opinion so you can stay up to date with all of that as well. Thank you guys again so very much for tuning in. I've had a lot of fun. Comments are rolling in as well. I'll try to respond to them after I end this show. But come back here next week, same time, same place, Facebook Live next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern for another Facebook Live event. Thanks so much for tuning in again. Had an awesome time. Everyone, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.